3, 2, and check, check, check.
1, 2, 1, 2.
We got somebody that was born in the United States.
I see US, that's all I looked at.
What's good, y'all? I told y'all today we posted some questions that y'all needed to know. That a lot of questions we've been getting asked, and we'll be able to answer those questions for you in a second. Stewie, what's good?
Stewie Glock.
Stewie Glizzies. So it's a couple questions that we're gonna answer for y'all. You know, I wrote them all down. It's a lot of them we got, a couple of them we got. We're gonna keep it kind of short, not do too much. Steph, what's good? Oh hell, what's up? What's up, big dog? So we're gonna get right into it. So there's a couple questions that people they wrote on my DM. I'm keeping their names completely anonymous, and we're gonna answer some of the questions that we've been getting asked completely over and over again, just trying to get some education out there. That's what's key. So the first question is like I said, they're completely anonymous. First question is, I had a drug-related DUI, and I was denied my gun license approaching 10 years, and I haven't been in any trouble since. Am I eligible for a license to carry a 235? I got two questions like that. I got a record. It's been 10 years since I had a record. Can I get my license to carry or get my 235? I'm going to say no. And the only reason I'm going to say no is because I've been getting a lot of people, and I know the state runs the same background checks to give out firearms, and a lot of people have been getting denied and held up for stupid stuff that they did back in the day. The only thing I would recommend for you to do is completely get it expunged. Get an expungement, and if you got felonies, you got to get a pardon. And I think that's the easiest way, so you won't have any holdups when it comes to getting firearms license to carry, or even buying firearms. So until you get it expunged or get the stuff off your record, even if you wasn't convicted, get it expunged. And if you was convicted of any felonies, you got to get a pardon.
They can also do their own expungements.
And you can do your own expungement. A lot of y'all think you got to go buy give money to a lawyer and all that stuff. It's not true. You can do it yourself. So if you got felonies, get a pardon. If you just got a bunch of stuff on your record, make sure you go ahead and get it expunged. And then you shouldn't have any problem from that point forward to either get your license to carry or buying a firearm. All right. Like I said before, I've been seeing so many people, good people, get held up or denied off of stupid shit like an open beer container back in 2006 or a disorderly conduct ticket that they didn't pay. So before you go get your license to carry, make sure you pay off all your tickets, make sure you pay off your fines, don't owe the city anything. And the same for, trying to buy a firearm. So we've been getting a lot of people held up on a bunch of stupid shit. So make sure all the dumb shit is taken care of before you try to do that. Aaron, what's good? Next question. Can you recommend another good left-handed handgun for women? So one thing I hate doing is recommending guns for people. I can't recommend a gun for you because look at my hands, right? Compared to a woman's hands, compared to somebody else's hands, I can't recommend a gun for anybody, right? But the only thing I can say is that if you're talking about left-handed for a woman, you want something that's ambidextrous. I think the Sig Sauer P365 is ambidextrous. The 19 Gen 5 is ambidextrous, right, Tom? Yep. 45?
Yep.
And is all the Gen 5s ambidextrous?
All of them.
All the Gen 5. So
except the 43X and the 48.
Except for the 43X and 48. But your Gen 5 19, your Gen 5 Glock 45, your Gen 5 17, anything Gen 5 is ambidextrous. And I'm a Glock guy, so I can't really speak on too much other stuff. I don't know if your FN
Yep.
ambi, your FN 509 tacticals and 509s are ambidextrous as well. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do, but I don't like recommending guns for anybody, all right? You got to get out there. You got to see what's comfortable for you, see what your hands can fit, see what you can shoot and what you are able to shoot, right? A lot of people been coming in, a lot of folks, a lot of men been telling their girlfriends because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. I'm just being honest. Telling their girls to come get 40s and come get shotguns and stuff like that. Get 380s.
can only handle this.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody tell you what you can handle. My daughter is 9 years old and she shoots a 9mm. Well, she just turned 10. She shoots 9mm. So don't let nobody tell you what you want to do. All right. But don't let nobody tell you to come buy no 12 gauge or 45 caliber as a woman or whatever is comfortable for you. So let it be known that you got to do your own research. I don't care how much this. A lot of people, oh, my granddad was in the military, so you got to still come in and see what's comfortable for you. All right. And remember, a lot of females come in and want to grab the smallest guns, right? The smallest guns are not always the best because you got to think about it in terms of an explosion. All right. The longer the barrel, the less the recoil. Remember that. So before you come in here and get one of them bullshit SEC-Ys that's this big or get a 380 that's this big, remember that you're going to be real uncomfortable with how snappy that gun is. So remember that. All right. Is concealed carry the same as a gun permit? So I don't know how to answer this question. In my eyes, a concealed carry is a gun permit. But in some states, having a firearms like Jersey, let's talk about Jersey for instance. Having a firearms permit, it only gives you a permit to buy. It doesn't give you a permit to carry. So a concealed carry license is something that's one and the same to me. Like it depends on where you're from, right? So Philadelphia, concealed carry license or your license to carry is the same thing. What you need? Wilson comment? So concealed carry in Philadelphia is the same thing as a gun permit anywhere else. So in Philly. All right. Do you know anybody in Southern Texas or San Antonio area that can train me in firearms? So only thing I can say is, and when it comes to Texas, and I don't know how far Texas, Houston is from here, or how far Dallas is from here. I don't know how far that is, but only thing I can say is Body by O or Tactical Carl in Texas. The only thing I can say, Body by O or Tactical Carl. I know Body by O. Hey, Tom, where's Body by O based out of? Dallas, Texas, and Carl is in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Houston. So Body by O in Dallas, Carl's in Houston. I think San Antonio, I believe Dallas is about 3 hours away. Trust me, it's worth it. But reach out to Body by O, and he will probably, most likely, if you can get enough people, he'll come to you. Yeah, Dallas. So probably, most likely, he'll come to you if you get enough people to come out to class. So you talking about anything in Texas? Until we come out there, but other than that, Body by O, Tactical Carl, they got Texas on lock. Oh, and also tutor for shooters too. All right.
I forgot he was there.
No problem.
The next question is, can I buy a gun for my boyfriend for Christmas?
No.
Two questions. Two answers to this question. No. There's one. However, you can come purchase a gift receipt. So he can come in and buy it or come in and pick it up. Okay? The only reason I said no is because it's illegal for you to buy a gun for anybody else. I cannot come buy a gun for JR. Right here, sitting behind me. And make sure y'all follow JR, TBH, NH Big Socks, and True Breed EP on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I can't come in and buy a gun for JR. However, if I wanted to purchase a gun for JR, I would get a gift receipt, just like we got here. You can come in, purchase a gun. We'll give you a nice little receipt and say, yo, here you go. Get this to your loved one. Tell them they got to come pick it up. All right? So I can't sign out a gun and say it's for somebody else. So that person has to come in, go through a state background check. We all call the Pennsylvania Instant Check System, fill out the paperwork, and that's how it get done. All right, so the answer to that question is you can buy a gun for your boyfriend. However, your boyfriend have to come in here and pick it up, fill out the paperwork, and he can leave with it. You can't leave with the gun and take it home to him and say, hey, babe, right? This ain't like buying a PS5.
There is a way around that.
What, husband and wife?
Yeah.
Right. So unless you,
wife, father, son.
right, father, son, husband, wife, and all that.
Y'all made significant.
But for me, if I wanted to just stay safe and stay legal, I tell everybody to come do the transfer. All right. So that was the question about can I buy a gun for my boyfriend for Christmas? It's not like buying a PS5. You just can't show up like, yo, babe, there you go. Nah, all right. Unless y'all like married or something like that, then maybe it might be a little bit different. Until then, come get the receipt, pay for it. We'll give you a nice thing, what it is, how you supposed to do it. Come pick it up, and then he can leave with it. It's a good question about shooting somebody. About self-defense. Can I shoot a person for breaking into my car? I'm going to say it depends on what state you live in. All right? Me, personally, I wouldn't shoot somebody I would want to shoot somebody for breaking. I would want to knock their fucking head off, trust me. However, me personally, I don't think I would take a person's life if they was able to get into my car. If I was in it, that's a different story. So if you break into my car while I'm in it, that's going to be the end of your life, right? However, if I walk outside and catch somebody breaking into my car, in PA, in Philly, you can't shoot them. You can't do it. It's against the law. I don't think your car covers, like Castle Doctrine covers your car. So no. However, in some states, your castle is all your property too. So your car can be your property and all that stuff. And it all comes down to depending on what you want to do in that situation. So PA is all I can speak for is PA. I know Delaware is a year. Don't quote me, but I think that Delaware you might be okay. But I know as far as PA, absolutely not. You cannot shoot somebody for breaking into your car if you catch them breaking into your car. Now, if they turn around and want to start fighting or brandishing a weapon or something like that, then that's a different story. Tom, it's a good question. Seth with the stick. Can you shoot through the door if somebody trying to get in your door?
I wouldn't.
I would say I wouldn't. I don't know if you can or can't. I would say I wouldn't, right? Because what if somebody is, I don't know. I want to make sure I can see what I can shoot. You're never supposed to shoot at nothing you can't see. You got to be responsible for that round. Maybe it's a little boy running from some other gunshots that want to get into your house for safety. And then you go ahead and knock his fucking head off, and now you feel like shit. So never shoot at anything you can't see. That's one of the major rules, Seth. So I don't know, bro. Unless you got a camera and you can see that these dudes don't belong there, they got guns and all that, then I'm going to let them have it. But however, if you can't see or visually see what the threat is behind that door, I wouldn't say let a round off. Not at all.
At the end of the day, they gotta justify why they did this.
Yeah. Another person asked me, should I shoot a gun that I'm interested in buying before I purchase?
Yes.
I say yeah. Also, in the same token, I say yeah. I would say don't let that stop you from buying a firearm. Okay. Because nowadays, there's a lot of these ranges are making you be a member, and they're not letting you shoot there unless you are a member. And then the way ammo is scarce right now.
Even guns are hard to get.
Right. So even guns, ammo hard to get. So I say when it comes, even before you shoot it, come get it. But I would definitely recommend taking a class, whether it's with me, whether it's my man JR, whether it was a Tom, Nate. We offer all those courses, but I wouldn't recommend you waiting, because you might be waiting for a long time. During COVID, man, like the way these gun ranges has been operating, the way these shooting ranges have been operating, the way ammo's been, it's been shady, it's been scary, it's been hard. However, we do got a little spot here. You might be able to come, shoot something that you might want to get your hands on before you buy it. We may be offering that service a lot more in the future. That can actually happen here in the shop. But however, don't let that stop you from buying a gun, all right? You never know when you might be able to get it again. One of my security guys asked me this question. What is a good duty gun to carry? Like I said, I don't like recommending what guns to get or what guns you should carry or buy. But only thing I can say is a full-size pistol is the best. See, they in here shooting now. But I would say the full-size pistol, a full-size pistol is the best gun you can get. So stuff like Glocks, Glock 17, Glock 19, Glock 45, Glock 22, Glock 21, FN 509, FNX 45, all that stuff, MMPs, And make sure it's a household name. All right. All them SARS and all that stuff that's coming out, they're really good guns, but they're not really truly tested the way they should be tested, especially battle tested. But XD40, Springfields, all that stuff is nice full size guns that you can carry while you're at work. That's really reliable guns, right? I talk about reliability because at the end of the day, the gun got to work to be able to protect your life, right? So, how much is your life worth, right? Like he said, yeah, you can't put a damper on what your life is worth. So if your life is worth more than what you think it is, make sure you spend that proper bread on that equipment you got, because when it comes time for it to have to use it to protect your life, you want it to work. All right, so don't ever buy no bullshit just to look cool. All right, and for my agent guys, stop walking around with fucking sticks hanging out the back of your gun while you're on duty.
Stupid as shit.
Corny. All right, them aftermarket extended magazines don't make your gun work right. And they can make your gun jam really bad.
I'm fast.
All right. JR, he carrying an FN509 tactical.
Yes.
So let me see. My gun. Hey, Amanda. Hold on, let me get this. Hand me that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
What up, though?
Oh, here you go.
He got some business. See if I can answer some questions.
Hey, man, this is Darren calling for Surplus Auto. Running background
just
check
look.
on Mr. Rashawn Walker.
But yeah, I carry an FN.
Philadelphia,
That's
Pennsylvania.
what I like to carry right now. Usually I got a 4.5 on me. Smith & West E-Series,
Okay.
1911. But for now, I got the FN 509 Tech, Trichicon, 12.9 MOA, green triangle dot on it. You know, so.
Sorry, y'all. Got to do the background real quick. Give me a second. I'll be right back. There's only like 3 questions left, though.
Area Ave will probably open back up. They'll probably open back up once the COVID is over.
He good. What's up, man? What's going on? How you?
Target rounds for 9.
Yeah. What you need? How many you need?
Let me get 2 boxes.
Okay, cash or card?
A card. You got any shotgun ammo?
No, I don't got no shotgun ammo. All right, I'm ready. Yep. One 2997767. All right, thank you. All right. Hold on, y'all. Be right there. It's $70, bro. Two.
Sturdy.
It's just stink.
Cash app it to you?
You can cash app it. Yeah. Yeah, you can cash app it. That's cool. You still got it?
It's 70, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
$ born to protect, born BORN2. Yeah.
Next class is coming up.
Y'all can answer this question too. I got it.
Connection problem.
Yeah, it'll send when they come through. Classes will resume hopefully in January. Right. However, we have been, having other classes like the force on force training, using them guns and stuff like that, using simulated guns. But the classes hopefully we get back out there in January. Yeah. All right. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, man.
Here, I'm gonna put the approval number right here, Tom. There you go. Yep. All right, we're back. So I was showing y'all my duty gun, and also I'm showing y'all my brother card, first line defense. It's backwards. He's a bitch. This is a nice duty gun, full size, Glock 17. Round capacity is 16 or 17 plus 1. 17 plus 1. Make sure you get a full-size gun for full-size duty. Don't be walking around these little ass SCCYs on your hip and little Ruger fucking PZ9, all that shit. Make sure you get a nice duty gun if you're gonna be out there protecting somebody. All right. 2 more questions. Is suppressors illegal?
No, we sell them.
Well, unless you're a Delaware resident,
No.
can't have
True
it.
either.
Wait, what?
It's not true.
Suppressors are legal.
How you think I have one, bitch?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Suppressors can be purchased by anyone who is legal to buy. However, if you're in a state that does not allow you to have them, then they're to be kept in a state where they can, in a room that nobody can get to.
Oh, okay. So Delaware people are allowed to have suppressors, just not in Delaware.
So you better have a homie in Philly.
No. You gotta have. They have to be somewhere locked where no one else can get.
Where nowhere else can get to.
So like a deposit box.
No, remember like we was talking about doing here. I said what you do is you get a locker and allow them to.
But no,
Locker stored
suppressors are not illegal,
But we couldn't touch them.
right? Suppressors are not illegal. But however, some of your states do prohibit you from having them. So, with that being said, you can buy suppressors. The process of buying the suppressor is getting the tax stamp. No, it's not a stamp that be like.
Actually, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Like a seal? Let me see it.
Oh. So I get mine at the car.
So the tax stamp is something. So the way you get a tax stamp, you come in, you buy the suppressor. Yes, most of the time you got to buy the suppressor first, right? You got to purchase it.
Purchase the suppressor. However, we do everything. We do everything for you, except the passport photos. So they will come here with 2 passport photos.
So when you come here to buy a suppressor, when you go anywhere to buy a suppressor, unless they can do the passport photos for you, make sure you stop at CVS, Rite Aid or something, get 2 passport photos. When you get here, we do everything for you. Tom, I've seen people, suppressors, my man, Juan suppressor came back in like 4 months. Not even 4 months. When you do all the paperwork right and you got all the right things behind it, it maybe come back quicker than what people say. But a lot of people have been doing it themselves and getting their paperwork sent back because they fucking up. Make sure you got somebody who know what they're doing. Like my man Tom over here, he does the fingerprints for you. You come in, you get your 2 passport photos. You get your fingerprints done here. You fill it out. Everything's filled out online. We give you a packet. You go send it off, and you wait for them to send a stamp back. When they send a stamp back, Tom's getting us a stamp right now to see what it actually looks like. When you get it back, we'll call you like, yo, the stamp is back. Come pick your suppressor up.
My shit took 6 months
6 months.
during COVID.
During COVID. So
We can get it done.
So while Tom trying to get this tax stamp, I'll answer the next question. So, but other than that, suppressors are not illegal. In some states, they are prohibited though. Okay. Can I buy a full auto gun?
No.
Yes.
Yes, but it has to be pre-1980 what? 86. You can buy a full auto gun.
Tell them I got 2 of them they can buy.
But it has to be pre-1986, meaning that the gun has to be manufactured and made before 1986. May 18th exact of 1986.
And you gotta have a bag.
If you want to get a gun full auto and you gotta have, like you said, you gotta have a bag.
You gotta have a
Shit
bag.
ain't cheap.
It's gonna be about 30.
30,000.
30K.
30,000. You saying for something good?
Or Tom, bring me one of the full autos out of there.
Nah, because they, none of those in there are 386. So the series will look different.
Right. So, but yeah, May 17th,
May 18th.
May 18th, 1986. Where the name at? So I won't show the name. Where's the name?
Nah, the name ain't on this.
Oh, all right. This is what the tax stamp is.
It's like this.
Oh. There you go.
That's their name there.
That's what a tax stamp look like.
And then once you get it, you gotta keep a copy of that on you.
So,
If it's on you.
when you come here to get the tax stamp, $200, money order made out to alcohol, tobacco, firearms.
Yep.
ATF, them 3-letter boys, don't play with them. But other than that, the next question was buying a full auto gun. You can buy a full auto gun, but it has to be made prior to 1986. Anything after 86, you gotta have a special FFL, which is a what? SOT. In order to have fully automatic firearms. All right.
I got a lot of them.
We know. Fuck you. The last question is a question I've been getting a lot. How do I get my license to carry in Philly? And no, I do not give license to carry in PA. The only person that can give you a license to carry on this team from your actual state is actual Delaware, is Nate. We can give you, for PA, we can give you your Florida license to carry requirements. Hey, Dave, what's up, Beach?
Maryland.
Oh, and Maryland.
Maryland.
Now, right? We can give you your Florida license to carry, but however, in the state of Pennsylvania, your Florida license is not recognized in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. So, with that being said, if you want your license to carry in the state of PA or Philadelphia, make sure that you get down to 660 Erie Avenue, go online and print up Philadelphia license to carry application, do the application, do all the stuff you need to get. Take it down to 660 Erie Avenue.
Right now, everything is online for the license to carry.
And now everything's online for
Everything's
Philly.
Online. You can scan in everything. You got scanning your passport photos, scanning your proof of residency. Everything is you scan it into them and they get back to you online.
Bet.
Right now.
So now it's some more information I didn't know about. So everything's online. So if you want to get down there to get your license to carry, get 2 passport photos. You got to get 20 out of money order or something like that. Get your bills and all that. You can scan it and you can submit it all online so you can get it down there. You don't want to go down to 660 Erie Avenue. Don't go down there because they're not open yet. All right. And that's about it. So we went over all them questions. Make sure you watch this live. Make sure you subscribe and follow everybody. Follow True Breed EP, Sigma Det, Born to Protect LLC, Nate Johnson, First Line Defense LLC, Surplus Armor, Tom Dixon. Get at us, man. We got everything you need in here too.